EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mon looks to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
And they go play action here. Mon under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 4th down, Mon. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize that early deep ball is part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mon looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Mon. They're going for it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, Mon. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mon now off the play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to go the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It's a gain of 4.
Mon good to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Running with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And they'll go right back to the Nwangu. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Hit off right side to Nwangu. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, here's Nwangu. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's McDonald to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10, Mon. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
Ready.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mon. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And the Raiders have got him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. McDonald sets to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And that is incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown in their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's Hardman to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Mon. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been out carrying the 1st half. I like their cabinets. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, here's Mon. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
His kick is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
McCole Hardman on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Play action. It's McDonald.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make something.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is McDonald. Flushed out right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
KJ Hamler.
74 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action here. Mon.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. They got his man. Complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's good.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Touchdown Raiders.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. First play's a run with Nwangu.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
33 yards on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. McDonald. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards.
Out of the gun, McDonald. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Handoff here to Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go play action with McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
And you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken from about the 12. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it.
Off the play fake, Mon.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Mon now off of play action.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Mond finding Hardman here over the middle.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's McDonald to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he ripped that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
McDonald sets to throw.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. On 4th down, McDonald. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the give is Nwangu.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here's Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Now it's Nwangu.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
On the run is Nwangu.
Stiff-armed him.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays in.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Raiders 50. Brings their line set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
57-yard attempt.
Does he have the distance? He does!